until it cuts condenser pressure 0.1 bar pressure line. So wherever this isentropic line and 0.1 bar pressure line on the Mollier diagram intersects, so I am marking it as 0.2. okay, so this is state 2. So if I mark this as state 2, then if I draw horizontal line till it cuts the y-axis, that is enthalpy line, so I will be able to get H2 value, that is enthalpy at state 2. so that you will be able to note down or directly get H2 value. So here friends, let's go to the Mollier diagram once again. See here on this Mollier diagram, so I have the 400 degrees Celsius and 40 bar. So this is the state 1. From this state I have to draw a perfect vertical line downward until it cuts 0.1 pressure line. So where is the 0.1 pressure line? So this is 0.2, and this is 0.1. so this is 0.1 pressure line. So I have to come downward, and this is the vertical line that I have already drawn from state 1. okay, so here point of intersection is there. So if I read this on x-axis, y-axis, so I will be able to get H2 value as 2150. so H2 value as 2150 kilojoule per kg. So here friends, once I have got H1 and H2 values, my job is to find out H2 dash. Because why I want to calculate H2 dash? In turbine work calculation I need H2 dash. So for H2 dash we have the formula turbine efficiency is equal to H1 minus H2 dash divided by H1 minus H2. so that is 0.85 is equal to 3210 minus H2 dash divided by H1 is 3210 minus 2150. so this gives me H2 dash is equal to 2309 kilojoule per kg. So now I got H2 dash. See, once you know this value 2309 H2 dash, I can mark this on the Mollier diagram. I can mark 2309, that is the value at here, this point is H2 dash is equal to 2309. so then we need to move from left to right in this direction. Wherever this point cuts 0.1 line, so that I can mark it as 2 dash point. so this is our 1 to 2 dash process. So here at point 2 dash we have dryness fraction lines. okay, so dryness fraction lines on the Mollier chart, wherein you can read the dryness fraction at that point, because he has asked you to calculate the dryness fraction at outlet of the turbine. so that is here at 23, what was the H2 dash value? 2309. let me read at 2309 here, somewhere here. This is our point which we have already marked. okay, so we will get this is our point. so we will get the dryness fraction which is to be calculated. These are the dryness fraction lines. See, constant dryness fraction line he has written. So we have the values here. So against that point, come on this line and read the dryness fraction. So the dryness fraction at the intersection of 0.1 bar on Mollier chart, we get, see, from H2 dash is equal to 2309 kilojoule per kg line, and P2 is equal to 0.1 bar pressure line. Intersection, wherever both intersects on Mollier's chart, we get x2 dash is equal to 0.88, okay, 0.885. So just you know how to read the Mollier chart from in basic thermodynamics. It's a repetition for you. So directly we got it. So therefore turbine work, we can calculate it as turbine work WT is equal to H1 minus H2 dash, which is 3210 minus 2309, which is 901 kilojoule per kg. So therefore WT I can write it as 901 kilojoule per kg. Just put it under the box. So we calculated the turbine work. Now our job is to calculate pump work also for calculation of turbine efficiency. So for calculation of pump work, we know the formula for the pump work. WP is equal to VF3 into boiler pressure minus condenser pressure. So for VF3 from steam table at 0.1 bar, so we can get the pump work. WP is equal to 0.001010 meter cube per kg times pressure P1 is 40 bar minus condenser pressure P2 is 0.1 bar it is. So this is 0.001010 meter cube per kg. We know that 1 bar equal to 100 kilonewton per meter square. So finally I'll be able to calculate the pump work as 4.0299 kilojoule per kg. So this is the pump work. So after this we can also calculate the net work. So let me write for the net work. Net work is equal to turbine work minus pump work. In present problem, turbine work is 901 minus 4.0299 kilojoule per kg. So if you operate the calculator, so net work will be 896.97 kilojoule per kg. So now here we are also supposed to calculate heat supplied in the cycle Q1. So Q1 is given by H1 minus HF4. I can write H1 minus HF3 plus WP. For HF3 we have to refer steam table. Steam table at 0.1 bar, HF is equal to 191.8 kilojoule per kg it is. So which is equal to HF3, So substituting the values, Q1 is equal to H1 is 3210 minus 191.8 plus 4.0299. So heat supplied is Q1 is equal to 3014.17 kilojoule per kg. So hence cycle efficiency is equal to W net upon QS 896.97 divided by 3014.17. So this is 0.2975. So cycle efficiency is 29.75%. Friends, second bit is quality of steam at turbine exit, that is x2 dash. X2 dash we have already calculated in our previous steps, and from the graph it is 0.885. Steam, specific steam consumption, third bit, or steam flow rate. It is again specific steam consumption is given by 3600 upon W net. This is for only 1 kg per second flow rate, but there is a more than that flow in the present problem. For calculation of mass flow rate of steam, where for MS we know that power is given by W net into MS, and therefore MS is power upon W net. Power is 14 to 10 to the power of 3 kilowatt. Kilowatt is kilojoule per second, divided by network is 896.97 kilojoule per kg. It is kilojoule cancels. So finally I am able to get mass flow rate of steam as 44.59 kg per second. So therefore specific steam consumption is equal to 3600 upon W net into MS. 3600 upon W net is 0.97, MS is 44.59, which is equal to 178.9 kg per kilowatt hour. So these are the three answers which are asked in the present problem. Thank you.